Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another example for cat Qshell command. In our last session, we discussed a topic where we used cat command in order to print the data from a file, right? But there in that example, we just printed the data from one single file. But in project, there might be some situations where we are supposed to print the data from multiple files. Then how we can use the cat command? So this thing we need to take understand, because this is very important thing, and we should know not only the command, because command is very basic and you can simply write the syntax, that is not that much of difficult, right? But the requirement is main thing, like what are those scenario, how we can slightly modify the things in order to change the output. Okay, so these are the things that we should know before proceeding further. So in this session, how we are going to proceed with the session? First of all, I'm going to explain you all the requirement scenarios, like what could be the possible things where we can utilize the cat command for printing multiple files. Okay, and once the requirement part is clear, then we will explore the command on Qshell command prompt in order to fetch the output for different files. And once everything is clear, then we will see how we can use the same thing with CL program, because that is also very important. You should know like how we can use the CL program in order to fetch the data using cat command. Okay, so yeah, I think now we are good to start with the session. So let me start with the requirement first. So for that, first of all, I'm going to show you some examples, the files that I'm going to use in today's demo. As we are going to discuss about multiple files, so there is two files which we will use as a demo. Okay, so for that I'll simply write here work mbr pdm. So this is my work member pdm screen. Sorry, for requirement we will go with a work lnk, not the pdm. So work lnk. So this is our screen where we can work with the object link, and here you can see the by default directory set as /home/Sharmit. In your case it would be different because your username is different. So for example, if your username is abc, then it would redirect you to /home/abc. In my case it is Sharmit, that's why it is showing /home/Sharmit. We should know about this basic thing. Okay, fine. Then on this location we have various files and directories. So if I do page down from here, you can see there are various files and directories. So from these files, the first file which I'm going to pick is rryy.txt, or you can say rryy.txt. So this is the file which contains some sample data. You can see it contains 5 records, and just to show the data in a proper manner, what I'm doing, I'm printing it like this: testing line 1 from file rryy.txt. Okay, so this is the testing data that we have stored in this file rryy.txt, and this is the exact location of our file /home/sharmit/rryy.txt. So this is the first file that we will use in demo. Now we will look the second data or second file. So second file is xyy.txt. If I take option 5 here, you can see it is redirecting us towards this data which contains sample1 data from rryy.txt till sample data 5 rryy.txt. So these are the all data that are coming from the file rryy.txt. Clear? Fine. So both the file is clear. Now we are good to start with the demo. So now, just like for now, what we are doing, we can take option 5 and we can see the data. Now understand the requirement. Suppose there is a scenario in a project where you are supposed to print the data for both the files but on a command prompt only. Okay, at one go. With one command you want to print all the data together, because in last session we know how we can print one by one with two commands, right? But the thing is, we have to print all the data at one command. So how we can use cat command in such situation, that we are going to discuss now. To, to show you some example, here I will write qsh, and on this qsh command entry screen I'll firstly write here cat, then space, and the first file name. So let me go with a complete path /home slash Sharmit slash rryy dot txt. So this is the simple thing, right? This thing we have already discussed in last session. So if I hit enter here, you can see it is printing the data from the file. Okay. Now, so the second thing, for second file, we can go in this way, rrxxy.txt, so it will print the second file data. But this was not our requirement because this thing we have already discussed in last session. Okay, now the thing is that we want to print the data from both files but in a single command, through a single command. So for that, what you can do, you can simply write here cat, then your first file path, which is slash home slash Sharmit slash uh, rrY dot txt, then space slash home slash Sharmit slash, and then your second file data, which is xxy dot txt, and then simply hit enter. So once you press enter on this screen, it will print the record from both the files in a single command. You can see. Okay, so with the single command only, we have printed the data from the both files. Okay, now there might be one question from you guys, like what will happen if I want to print this thing first? Is it possible? Yes, you can. Let's say if I want to give a priority to xxy file first, so what I can do, I can simply cut the data from here, just move it towards left hand side and repaste the data of second file. Not the data, the path of the second file, then simply hit enter. So now you can see it is firstly giving the priority to xxy.txt file, and then it is giving the priority to rryy.txt file. So with the single command, you can print the data from both the files in one single go. Clear? So yeah, this is how we can utilize cat command in order to print multiple file. Now there might be one question, like will it be possible to print for more than two files? Yes, it is, because it is up to you how you are going to use it. But yes, we can use cat command for multiple file. Let's say if I want to print it for three files, so I can simply put the three file path here. One more thing, like if somewhere you have you might see that like we are directly using that file name, not the path, because these files are stored in my uh, home directory, which is slash home slash Sharmit, right? So that's why there's no need to provide path, but still I recommend you to always put the complete path of the file, because this is the best approach. So if you write now, if I hit enter, still it will provide me the correct data. But if this file is stored in some other location, then in that case it would not work. That's why it is always recommended to copy the path of the file from the let me show you that. Okay, so let's say if I want to copy the path for this file, so I can take option 5 here. From here you can simply copy this browse path, and then you can paste it wherever you want to print the data of this file. Clear? So yeah, these are the ways through which we can utilize the cat command in order to print the file data from multiple files at one go. Fine. So now it's time to see how we can utilize the same through the CL program. So here I have created one test program here. This program is to print or display the file content using cat command for multiple files. MUL is denoting multiple file. So for this we need one variable. So DCL take F4, provide variable name, type, storage and length. Then simply hit enter. Then we are supposed to use chgvar command to set the command. So simply write chgvar and provide your variable name. Then we are providing cat command. So cat space slash home slash Sharmit rryy.txt space slash home slash Sharmit xxyy.txt. So these are the two files which we want to print. Okay, and you can see there we are not providing any plus symbol here. So if I hit enter, you can see the plus automatically comes here, because this chgvar is automatically dividing it into multiple lines. So there is no need to put plus from our end. Okay, you can simply put the correct command which we just explore on the Qshell prompt. Okay, so variable is ready. Now it's time to start the Qshell. So just simply write strqsh, provide variable name, and we are good with it. So I think now it's time to compile and see the output of the program. You can see it is printing the data from here to here. This is the data that we have just got with the current program call. So it is printing the data from first file, which is rryy.txt, and second file, which is xxy.txt. Clear? So yeah, this is the best way to use the cat command if you want to print the data from multiple files at one go. I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching TechSharmit.